A major showdown is brewing in the world of technology, and it's all centered around a single, yet crucial, company, Nexperia. This isn't just a corporate battle. It's a geopolitical chess match between the Netherlands and China, with the global automotive industry caught in the crossfire. So, what's really going on, and why should you care? Let's break it down. Nexperia, although based in the Netherlands, is owned by the Chinese company Wingtech. They're a massive player in the semiconductor game, producing billions of chips that go into everything from your car to your smartphone. These aren't just any chips. They're essential components that keep modern electronics running. The conflict ignited back in September when the Dutch government took a drastic step, citing national security concerns and worries about sensitive technology being transferred to Nexperia's Chinese parents. They effectively seized control of the company. This means the Dutch government now holds veto power over Nexperia's strategic decisions, a move that sent shockwaves through the industry. As you can imagine, Beijing was not happy. In response, China hit back with its own move, imposing export controls on Nexperia's products that are manufactured in its Chinese facilities. This immediately set off alarm bells, especially in the automotive sector, which is already grappling with persistent chip shortages. Major car manufacturers rely on Nexperia's chips, and any disruption to that supply chain could mean more production delays and higher costs for everyone. The situation is incredibly tense. The Netherlands is trying to protect its technological sovereignty, while China is flexing its economic muscle and defending its corporate interests. It's a classic example of the growing tech rivalry between the West and China, where semiconductors have become the new front line. To de-escalate the situation, a high-level Dutch government delegation is heading to Beijing next week. According to the Dutch economy minister, the goal is to find a mutually agreeable solution. This is a diplomatic tightrope walk. The Dutch are acknowledging that China has slightly relaxed its export rules but are still cautiously monitoring whether trade will fully resume. They need to secure the supply chain without compromising on their national security stance. Meanwhile, Beijing is playing its own cards, urging its allies, like Germany, to pressure the Netherlands to back down. This adds another layer of complexity, turning a bilateral dispute into a multifaceted European issue. Everyone has a stake in this, as a prolonged conflict could have ripple effects across the entire global economy. Adding to the drama, there's an internal corporate battle unfolding. A Dutch court recently suspended Nexperia's former CEO, who also founded its parent company, Wingtech, over allegations of mismanagement. This internal turmoil only complicates the international negotiations further, mixing corporate governance issues with geopolitical strategy. So, what happens next? The upcoming talks in Beijing are critical. Will they find a compromise that satisfies both sides? Can they untangle this complex web of national security, corporate control, and global trade? The outcome will not only decide the fate of Nexperia, but could also set a precedent for how Western governments handle Chinese ownership of critical technology companies in the future. This is a story that's still unfolding, and we'll be keeping a close eye on it. The resolution, or lack thereof, will have a direct impact on the tech you use every day and the stability of global supply chains. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you too miss our future updates on this and other major tech stories. See you in the next video.